Oh, fucking hell yeah. I am on the phone right now with Cody of Amerakin Overdose. How's it going?
Hello, it's going pretty damn good. I'm excited to be here on your show and talking again. Like you said, we haven't talked in a bit, so
Hell yeah.
it's good to connect
2017?
again.
Yeah, fucking A. Hell yeah. You were just mentioning what you guys have been doing for the past couple years. Like I said, I became a fan in 2017, and yeah. So since then, you were kind of mentioning what you guys been up to.
Yeah, we did some touring in 2018, and we wrapped up a tour, a U.S. tour that we did. Came back home, but decided to take a little bit of break because we were going to start writing again and recording. And we were planning on just taking about a little under a year. It turned out to be up until 2020. What was it? 2021, end of 2021, when we started getting like serious about jamming again and whatnot. But we didn't practice. We didn't do anything. Really, we were just recording, and we started working on new music. And then, of course, the pandemic happened, and
Yeah.
that kind of destroyed a lot of the motivation, the drive that we had. It's like, well, what's the point at this point? So
Hell yeah.
that kind of put a damper on things. But we reconnected with some old members that we had in the band, Freeman on guitar and Starby on bass.
Heck yeah.
They were part of our lineup back in 2015. Freeman has been with us since 2011, but he took off. We parted ways back in early 2016, and then just reconnected in 2021 again. And we're happy to have them back. We've been jamming, playing shows regionally. Most recently, we've been sticking to Oregon and Washington, Idaho. We just got done playing a festival down in Southern Oregon called Rivera Fest with a bunch of metal bands. It's a 3-day festival that they do.
Hell yeah.
So that was pretty fun. But yeah, we've been putting out music. We have plans to release a full length album early 2024.
Nice.
So we put out Agastopia last year in August, and then
Yeah.
most recently, June 6th, we released our recent single, Neurostatic, which has been doing awesome. We've gotten a lot of great feedback, and so we're planning on releasing music every 2 months or so between now and then to try to get our Spotify numbers up and
Okay.
get the numbers up on YouTube and whatnot. Because another thing that I got to do during the downtime was I got to do a lot of research on how Spotify works and the algorithms and what the proper way that they like to receive music and the
Hell
importance
yeah.
of playlist curators and all that kind of stuff. And so we've been doing the trial and error thing and investing a lot of money in promotion. So
Hell yeah. That's
it's
how you
paying
do it.
back though, because it's getting the word spread out there. And so I'm glad that I was able to look into that, and I'm still constantly always watching videos on YouTube and whatnot just to get tips from people that have done it and what
Heck yeah.
not to do and what to do.
Yeah, exactly. You learn by educating yourself, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I do. I mean, that's what most of us do. But
I've always thought about doing like a podcast thing or a radio thing like myself because it does interest me, and my dad used to be a radio DJ. But
nice.
then I've seen some videos and I'm like, wow, that is complicated. It's a lot of editing and a lot of stuff that I don't necessarily have the patience for.
Yeah,
But
I hear you.
I think that anyone that does it is probably a lot more patient than I am, and I can totally appreciate the work that gets put into getting things lined up and
Oh shit, yeah,
and that all
yeah. I
set
got
up.
patience. I got 9 kids. I got patience.
There you go. Yeah, that definitely will give you some
Yeah,
patience.
patience. Yeah, they're adults now. Thank fuck, most of them. But yeah, I got a little bit of a ways to go. I think I'll be free and clear at around 55.
Oh, nice.
And then it's time to start living. But yeah.
Yeah.
All jokes aside, but yeah, it's fucking badass to see you guys back together again and doing all this, right? Like what you guys. I've been checking out your YouTube videos. I deal with and check out and listen to so much music, so many bands, and I've always loved supporting the underground, the unsigned, the unheard,
For sure.
spreading that good shit everywhere, right?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite things too, is like just watching, like that was always my favorite thing back in the day, is watching a band develop and then just
Yeah.
seeing where they go from there, and like love going to local shows. We used to have a lot more local shows that happened here in Portland, but it doesn't seem like anymore because a lot of the venues have closed down, or we don't even have a radio station, a rock radio station out here. We have one that's kind of, but not really.
Damn.
We lost our major one that we had out here, KUFO, back in 2011.
Wow.
Yeah, so what sucks is a lot of the bands that come through town or they're on tour skip right over Portland, and sometimes they even skip over Washington, like Seattle.
Damn.
Yeah, so, but we do get shows. I mean, we get shows. I can't say we don't, but a lot of the time it just seems like they skip right over us.
Yeah.
And if they do happen to play nearby, it's never in Portland. They always play like in Bend, which is down in southern, like the southeastern side, or they play about 30 minutes outside of Portland. This place called Ridgefield. They have an amphitheater out there that a lot of the bands play through.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah, so you guys are, I think I seen that you guys are going out to be performing pretty soon here again, eh?
Yes, we're going to go to Lewiston, Idaho we're taking off on the 14th. We play on the 15th with, is it Jack Russell's Great White?
Nice.
And Sleep Signals is headlining the night before, so we'll get to see them, and we've been hearing a lot about them, so it'll be exciting to go check them out as well. But we're playing midday, I think at 3 p.m., 3:30 or something like that, and it's a veterans, thank you to like the veterans that gets put on every year. It's called the Snake River Rock Festival.
Okay.
And so it's all ages, 2 days long of a festival. I think all the profits go to, the memorial fund, the veterans funding. Nice. And so we got invited to do it, and we're like, all right, we're all about it. So we'll go out there and.
Great cause.
We haven't been to Idaho, I think, since 2017. Actually, that's the last time that we were out there. We for as close as they are to us, the drive to like the bigger cities out there is, like we're looking at 7 or 8 hours sometimes. So.
Wow, that's crazy. With that being said, you guys bring such a great stage presence. Like, you guys are very interesting to watch.
Thank you. We try definitely to do it to entertain, and we try to switch it up and not seem like we're just up there doing some, like some staged, pre-thought out.
Yeah, theatrics.
So whatever, like, we definitely like to feel what the crowd's feeling and entertain as much as possible.
Well, you guys got that on fire. You guys are badass.
Thank you. It burns up though. Like on Saturday when we played at that festival, we played around 7:30ish.
Yeah.
And it was still like 80 something degrees out.
Oh,
we were melting. Like
I bet you guys were.
I had long sleeves and everything in the video, and like a vest over myself and the mask, of course, and I was burning up. We had some technical issues too with the sound that happened like the second song in.
Yeah.
So that kind of was kind of like a mind fuck for us. It threw us off a little bit, but we kept going. We kept playing even though the sound cut out. What's funny is that people said that they could hear me out in the crowd. I was still screaming along the lyrics, and they could hear me clearly over it. And afterwards, I'm like, well, I definitely feel it in my voice that I was pushing myself to be heard.
Yeah, definitely.
We were able to still kick it back up a notch, and once the sound got back up on the next song, we got back into it. Just got kind of threw us off for a little second there, but it was really hot, and really fun to just be playing, and we got to play with a lot of different bands. We got to play with a lot of different bands from different genres of metal, and so
nice.
It was fun being there and fun doing it.
Hell yeah!
We had heard about the festival for a lot of years, and
sounds fun.
This was the first time that we got invited to do it, so we're like, all right, let's go ahead and go out there and rock out.
That's so badass. And that leads me to another question that I have. Do you guys get a lot that you guys, not that you're anything like fucking Slipknot, but kind of similar with the way that your stage presence is? Do you get that a lot in comments from folks?
People typically do, but I don't ever hear like, is it the look? Is it the sound? Is it the energy or what? But yeah, like we do get compared to them a lot. So whenever I'm promoting, I always let people know, like, yeah, if you like bands like Slipknot, Rob Zombie, Marilyn Manson, Static X, that kind of stuff, you'll likely like us. But yeah, we get that name thrown around. People say Rob Zombie and Mudvayne as well.
All of it.
Which to me is a huge compliment. I don't think that we're anywhere near that level yet. We still, obviously are getting back into doing this, and we have a lot of years to even try to come close to that. But
you're pretty close.
Thank you. That's a huge compliment. I love those bands. Slipknot was actually the first concert I ever bought a ticket for, and Mudvayne was actually the first band I ever saw live. period, because they were on tour with Slipknot and Mudvayne, and
fuck yeah.
So that's kind of like what got me into music. Actually, was Slipknot and Korn and Pantera, those type of bands that have the high energy.
Hell yeah.
So whenever I was putting this together, I was like, I wanted to be high energy. I wanted to be aggressive. I wanted to be melodic.
Yeah.
I wanted to be, I wanted to just have something that people were like, oh yes, I love this. I connect to this. And
I know I do.
The Slipknot comparison doesn't bug me at all.
Nice.
Sometimes people have made jokes and they're like, "Oh, Slipknot wannabes," but I'm like,
fuck that.
We don't.
No.
I don't feel like we sound like them at all. You can hear the influence, but like we have a lot of like dancey, industrial type of music, and Slipknot doesn't really have dancey type,
no
elements to them, and that's kind of like what I always tell people. I'm like, yeah, we have the influence of them, some of the heaviness and whatnot, but I don't ever say that like we sound like them.
Yeah, exactly. No, you guys are a cut above the rest. You guys definitely got your own sound.
Thank you.
You're most welcome, but definitely there you could see the influences of the Slipknot thing going on and everything else that you mentioned. So it's so badass. You're on the right track.
For sure.
Your guys' attitudes, your presence in your videos, like so badass. So that leads me to another question. What's it like in the day and the life of Amerakin Overdose getting ready to do a music video?
It's always chaos, to be honest with you. We have some early birds in the band. We have some people that don't like to wake up so early. And like usually when we're doing a video shoot, we like to get everything like in line and make sure that we dot the I's, cross the T's.
Yeah.
So we typically, the last couple of times that we've shot videos, because we basically have just pre-booked everything. We pre-book a location. We set up with the videographer. Last one we hired actress, and we basically just come up with what do we want to see out of this video? What does the message what do we want the message to come across as?
Yeah.
And we map it all out. Like we had like a little storyboard thing that we put together for the Neurostag video, and actually the Disconnect video is going to be coming out next month as well.
Nice.
They're actually connected to each other. It's a part of a concept.
Right on.
So we basically get together the morning of. We meet wherever the spot is at, and we decide, all right, what's going to be shot first, get your costumes on. And the Agastopia video was just a lot of us rocking out, like just getting into it, and there was no story behind that one. So we had to do like, I don't know, 20 something takes of the full song.
Yeah.
And in videos it's kind of hard because you're rocking out multiple times, but there's not an audience, so you're burning up in the masks and the costumes, and you got lights going on and all that. So that one, like with something like that, it was just like we were dying. We're just like, oh, I couldn't move the next day for like a week. My body
face
was just
is
like
melting.
Yeah, my back and my neck and my legs and everything from jumping and rocking out was like I was just done. I was hurting. The Narrow Static video, luckily that one was it was more the actress that was in it, and we were just kind of just little clips here and there of us. We weren't performing like a full on performance. But on the next video that you're going to be seeing, Disconnect, in August, that one is going to be it's going to be some performance in that as well. So there was definitely a lot of melting. We had to do all that because we shot Neurostatic and Disconnect together the same day, so it was 8 hours of just
I would have been sore too.
It was a long day, but we have fun. We make jokes. We have a great camaraderie in the band, and like we've known each other for years, and
you guys click for sure.
And people, I think people feed off of that too when they see that. They're like, yes, like. Yeah. We posted a video of us shotgunning some beer, and everyone was like, we want shotgun beers with you guys, and that kind of stuff, because we like to have fun. We like to poke fun of each other. We like to tell stupid jokes that, just immature jokes, and we call them dick and fart jokes.
I know. I see.
Dick and fart jokes. And so
had me cracking up.
we like to make the best of it. We don't always see each other, so when we do get together, we try to make the best of it and have some fun. And we all live in different parts of Oregon.
Nice.
Not too far away, but far enough where we don't see each other than practice once a week.
Yeah.
And we have shows, but the music videos, they're always well thought out, well planned. We've learned from the past of what works, what doesn't work, how to properly do it, and
of course.
it's still always learning. But of course, we've luckily, we've had enough experience in them now that we don't make the amateur mistakes we were making back in like 2015.
It was still badass.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's, why I became a fan. I was, just doing nothing on the social site, and everybody's either posting their fucking bullshit or their business or some fucking crap, and
some drama.
yeah, man, and I'm like, well, fuck this shit. I'm gonna post fucking songs I like. I lost a few friends because I got, comments like, come on, Vicky, you could do better than that. To fucking shut your mouth, I'll listen to whatever I goddamn want when I want,
Yeah.
I love all kinds of music, but I started posting bands. I started supporting my local scene and built it up from there, and yeah. So
hell yeah. What part of the country are you in?
I'm in Canada, eh?
Canada. Oh, nice. What part? Like
Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Winnipeg. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Bret Hart fan, so I always
Fuck
think
yeah,
of
me
like, when I think
too.
of Canada, I think of Bret Hart and Owen Hart always.
Actually, I had tickets to go to that show when Owen Hart passed away, and just this morning I was watching a couple interviews on the tube there of Bret Hart giving some interviews. Poor guy had a stroke and everything. That's crazy.
I know. I saw that. I was so sad cause I remember seeing it on Facebook when it happened, and I commented on there, prayers and keep your head up. Like,
he's a nice guy.
Remember,
great family.
I can tell. I can just tell that he was a really nice, or he is a really nice person. I can just tell. Like, been a fan since I was a young kid.
Me too.
I don't like the wrestling nowadays.
Nope, me neither.
I'm more of a 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Once it started getting like PG and all that, I'm like, I'm out of it.
Now it's like a fucking man soap opera.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
So but you'll find me still watching a lot of the old videos. I have a lot of like the documentaries that they do, and a lot of the classic pay-per-views and
fucking
all that.
I'm a huge wrestling fan myself.
That is awesome to hear. That is awesome to hear.
Fucking A. I love Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I love the fucking, Hawk and whatchamacallit, Animal.
Animal on Hawk, yep.
Yeah,
badass. Have you ever seen the what is it, the dark side? Is it the dark side of wrestling, or Dark Side of the Ring? Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, I started checking out some of it, but it's lost beyond me. It's been years now.
It is so crazy to see those, because you see about all these crazy things that you would have never known that were going on, and here they are now years later saying like this was actually going on during then, and this is real, and
fuck yeah,
it's crazy to see that. But Hawk was on there, I believe. Hawk's the one that died, right? I believe it was Hawk.
I think they both have now.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and Bret Hart there, his career ended when Goldberg freaking kicked him there. A good one, right in the head.
Yep.
Terrible stuff. Terrible stuff. But this isn't wrestling talk, but yeah, man. Wrestling's cool, man. Especially that era.
Hell yeah.
Fucking badass stuff, fucking. But yeah, you guys kick ass. You guys are very entertaining, upbeat. You're on fire. You guys are gonna go places.
Thank you. I'm hoping so. We put a lot of work into it, and there is a lot of awesome. I have a passion for it, like crazy, and the people that believe in us and that have put their trust in us, because we've had some crowdfunding things that we put out, and people have invested in us and whatnot. And it's like even when we were talking about like not doing it, or if we were going to do it again, I'm like, can't let those people down. We got to fucking keep going and keep putting music out, because there is people that have invested in us and that believe in us, and I don't want to ever let them down.
You fucking betcha. Always remember that.
For
Always
sure.
remember that. You move people's worlds like mine. So keep making that good music and all that good stuff, eh?
Thank you, for sure.
You're most welcome. Another question I like to ask is who does all the writings of the songs?
So the first album, it was a lot of me and Human, our producer.
Okay.
We put that album together back in like 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
So it was me and him piecing things together, and then getting, after we put it together, we get our drummer Rick to come in there and do the drums. And we had a different guitar player that helped on some of the songs. That he was only in the band for like 3 months, but he helped compose like a couple of the pieces in there. And then on the last album that we put out, The Great American Dream, that was a lot of Human, the producer, and then myself as well, again, putting together pieces of ideas that we had. This most recent stuff has been me and another producer that we're working with out in the Ukraine. His name is Nicholas.
Nice.
And so a lot of it has been mostly me writing it here at the house. I send it to him. He hears it and he's like, well, I like this. I don't like that. How about you try this? And then he kind of composes based off of my ideas and what I sent him, because I sent him the drums, the keyboards, the guitars, and all that, and the vocals, and he'll send it back to me with his interpretations and ask for my feedback. I work the bugs out with the rest of the guys, and I say, here's what we got, what we came up with, what do you guys think? They'll throw their inputs, and then obviously I'll go and record the vocals, and then he'll do the mixing and mastering. So it's changed up a little bit. We're still working with Human, but now we're also working with a different producer as well. We actually had Christian from El Nino, former singer of El Nino, current singer of Lions at the Gate.
Nice.
He produced some of the newer tracks that we haven't released yet, but that we're planning on releasing in the future.
Yeah.
That we did with Human. This is the stuff that we started working on during COVID and pre-COVID, the newer music.
Yeah.
So you guys will get to hear some of that hopefully on this next album that we put out, because there's gonna be a mix of the producer that we're working with currently, Nicolas, and also our former producer, or current producer, I should say, because he's still working on stuff for us. Human.
Nice, fucking badass.
And Christian was on some of that as well. Christian helped produce some of it. So that was pretty exciting to see one of my heroes and one of my bands that I grew up listening to work alongside with him and pick his brain out for lyrics and melodies and all that.
It's pretty badass, eh?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
very exciting. So that's how the song has come together, and it's kind of just starts with an idea and then a lot of collaboration.
Nice.
After that, and just seeing what fits, and then playing it. Sometimes it's just that we have to play it out loud. We'll have to jam it, and see like what fits and what makes sense to play live, because sometimes a song can sound great on recording, and then you go to play it, and it's like just a total crowd killer or whatever. It's like, I don't like that. I like to keep the energy going.
Fuck yeah.
Obviously, I like to have slower songs here and there, but I like a lot of intensity and a lot of energy in there.
So do I. Fuck yeah. So badass. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing fucking sick.
Awesome. Thank you.
Another fun question that I like to ask bands or artists whenever I interview them is, my show is called Bath of Blood, so
love it.
Blood baths or showers. It could be blood baths or blood showers. Which do you prefer?
I like blood baths because the bees, I think the two bees
Fuck yeah.
flow together. Not only that, but like when I think about it, I think of this white tub and just like covered in blood. Like,
you know it.
Big old pool of it. That's what I think of. So
yeah, that's
tile floor. It's overflowing with blood.
It's fucking crazy how that name of my show came about. I never named my show. My peers did. My friends here did. Other DJs did. Yeah, they know me for taking my baths, my bubble baths, or whatever have you. And they always tease me about it and all that. And they're like, why don't you call your show Lady Red's Bath of Blood? Lady Red because of my red hair, but yeah. I was just like, sounds fucking pretty cool. I'll take
Bath of Blood, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I let the people name me. Yeah. I'll be whatever you want me to be. But anyways, thank you so much. But yeah, it's a pleasure to have you on my show tonight, and all that good stuff, and I can't wait to, support your band and keep you guys in rotation on my show as well.
Definitely.
So take this moment actually to shamelessly plug yourself. Where can people find you?
Yeah, so we can be found everywhere. So I always tell people first, if anything, you can find us on AmerakinOverdose.com, AMERAKIN, and then overdose.com. From there, we always have all of our links. We're on, Instagram. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. We're on TikTok. We're on Reverb Nation. We're on Bands in Town.
Nice.
We're on Bandcamp. That's where all of our merch can be found, and our CDs, and anything Amerakin Overdose you want to buy can be found on our Bandcamp page. We have a link tree that has all of the information. You can contact us through email if someone's booking us.
Nice.
You can see what shows we're playing. So I always tell people that the website's the best, but Linktree has literally everything you could possibly want, and it gets you right directly there. So the Linktree is just, Amerakin Overdose. If you search it on TikTok, the way you have to find us is you can't separate Amerakin Overdose, otherwise you're going to get a bunch of overdose things, which is really weird, and I wish I would have known that.
Yeah.
So you have to type Amerakin Overdose all as one word in order to find us on there. But
right on.
I would say, we're planning on, for your listeners, if any of your listeners are from Reno, we're going to be out in Reno on August 26th at the Cellar Stage. We're playing down in Medford, Oregon on the 25th of August.
Fuck yeah.
At Johnny D's. For the Idaho folks, we're going to be in Lewiston on the 15th at the Snake River Rock Festival. And we're playing with Head PE here in Portland on July 21st at the Rustics Pub.
Fuck yeah, nice and busy.
So, yeah, we're trying to keep busy because the wintertime comes around and we typically don't like to be out on the road and just keep it calm.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody wants to travel in the fucking winter.
Not at all. I hate the ice, and I do all the driving to get us around and whatnot. I just don't like to be out in the snow or the ice.
Hell yeah. So if you guys ever play here, it will definitely not be in the winter.
Are you guys just the traditional summers out there? Is it like June, July, August, September-ish?
Nah, we barely get a summer. We get maybe a little bit of it going on, and probably feels like it's only like a month long, and we're bipolar bitches over here. Sorry, but it's true.
Well, that's the new norm for us. Oregon's always been kind of bipolar. We have the 4 seasons, but more than ever, we're getting now snow like crazy in the wintertime, and then the summertime can be really hot one day and then rain, and it's just
that's how it is here. That's how it is here. Don't know whether to wear shorts, flip-flops, a bikini, or a trench coat, or a raincoat, or a parka, or a scarf.
Better have an extra bag in the trunk.
Oh God, yeah, exactly. Like I said, a bipolar bitch over here in Canada, eh? But I'm not
Sounds like home.
I'm not that. Yeah, fucking eh. I'm not that far up north. I'm kind of well away from that. Not in the freezing stuff, but cold enough. It gets to minus 50 over here degrees Celsius.
That is crazy. I've never even
freeze your balls off.
I think we had the coldest I think we had here was 20 degrees one time, and that was really extreme. But I couldn't imagine negative 50.
Over here, you'd have to take the mask off your face. That's so hot, and put it down somewhere else. It'll be frozen off. But yeah, so fucking that's so badass though, and it's good that people could find you guys everywhere and anywhere. And awesome. Like I said, I'll definitely share your links and stuff about from time to time and all that good stuff. Another thing that I ask bands is if they can make me a station tag before I let them go.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. That's not a problem at all. So I'm more than happy to do that.
You could say whatever
right now.
Yeah, you could say whatever you'd like. If you'd like to go, you can, and do it now. Or
okay. So what's the full way that you like to present your show?
Okay, well that'll be something like, this is Cody, and you could say your name or the band name, and you're listening to Lady Red's Bath of Blood here on Metal Devastation Radio.
All right. Bath Blood, right?
Yeah, Bath of Nasty Blood. But yeah, maybe one time you guys could maybe hit up the boss man over here at MDR and play the Tennessee Metal Devastation Music Fest, eh?
That would be great. I would love that.
Fuck yeah.
All right, so you want to see the tag right now?
Sure.
All right. This is Cody from Amerakin Overdose, and you are listening to Lady Red's Blood. Sorry. This is Cody from Amerakin Overdose. You are listening to Lady Red's Bath Blood on Devastation Radio.
Metal Devastation.
Station that kicks ass.
Oh, thank you so much. And that's Metal Devastation Radio. I want to say something cute. You did the same fucking thing that Max from fucking Soulfly did.
Oh, goodness. Was it Devastation Radio?
Yeah, Metal Devastation Radio.
Metal Devastation Radio. Okay.
Yeah. Very cute.
I love it. Let me redo it then. I'll do it right. So, this is Amerakin Overdose. You are listening to Lady Red's Bath Blood on Metal Devastation Radio. Station that kicks ass.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Cody.
Oh, yeah. No, thank you. Like I really appreciate when anyone else they can do an interview of us and push us out. Any promotion that we can get, we always were happy to do it, and it helps us, and
fucking A, helping each other out, spreading the fucking music and the metal everywhere, and that's what we're about over here at MDR. I'm gonna do a shameless plug for us over here, eh? We got a PR company. I'm also an agent, so if you're ever interested, I could send you some info, and you could take it from there.
Yeah, I'd be definitely interested in seeing, because
sure.
Right now we've currently been going through one, and they've kind of they've been kind of busy with a lot of the bigger bands that they deal with, so I'm always looking.
We're over here in Hungary for you.
Oh, cool.
And many others. Oh, yeah.
Definitely send it my way, and I'm more than happy to take a look at it and run it by the guys and everyone.
Sure, man. Just send me your email, and I'll shoot it over to you.
Okay.
Sounds good. But
We do
fuck,
that.
man, it's been a pleasure talking. Hope we do again. And
For sure.
fuck yeah, and all the best to you guys with your upcoming shows.
Definitely. I appreciate you taking the time to interview us, and it's been great talking to you.
Hell yeah, Cody. Fucking thank you. We'll talk soon. Oh, fucking hell yeah, guys. What you just heard right there was an amazing, badass interview with Cody Perez of the band Amerakin Overdose. Fuck yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And now we're gonna hear some of their badass fucking music.